Siddhasana, Mountain, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Uttasana, Standing Forward Bend, Ardha Chandrasana, Half Moon. Utthita Parsvottanasana, Extended Side or Lateral Angle. Guten Morgen, good morning in German, if I said that right. Guten Morgen, I would love to learn more German. This morning I am inspired to share a yoga of gratitude. Bringing gratitude into our life by simply waking up and saying, I am grateful for my heartbeat, I'm grateful for my bed, I'm grateful for my home, can uplift you and move you into a more positive state of being, transforming your life into a life that you've always dreamt about, versus waking up and rushing into our day and thinking what I have to do, what I haven't done, and keeping our mind and our heart aligned with that of gratitude. Namaste, beautiful friends. Top of our mat, Namaste. Allowing ourselves to root in through the four corners of our feet. In yoga, there are four corners, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Rounding down all of those corners into the mat, keeping a soft bend in the knee, lifting up all of the toes, allowing the pinky, the ring, the middle finger, the pointer, and the big toe to settle in, bouncing down and pushing up, feeling yourself pressing into the earth and the earth supporting you. Bringing hands up wide over the head, palms kissing palms to heart center into Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment to find stillness here, to maybe find a gentle sway of feeling connected, softening the gaze. Allowing yourselves to set an intention for this practice, why we are here. An intention of gratitude, an intention of thankfulness. We're setting an intention of anything that you feel that you need here in this moment. As we take a moment to settle, we're going to release 3 ohms into the universe. Om is the primordial sound of the universe. It's the sound of all creation. And the vibrations of Om are just a very centering, amazing way to begin a practice. You can Om in your mind, and it's just O-M. And don't stress out about the breath and how deep you can breathe in or how long you can push it out. I remember when I first started doing Oms, I would get stressed out because I couldn't push it out as long as other people that were practicing could. And that's okay, do it at your own pace. Taking a moment to breathe deeply into that heart space, opening up here at that energetic heart, and put your hands however feels good to you. Breathing in deeply. Allow yourself to let go, drop the jaw, and release Om. Take a moment to pause. Breathe deeply in. Let go. Beautiful work. One last deep inhale into the heart space. Pushing it out all over the space. Give yourself a moment to feel the vibrations that we've created with this beautiful sound of Om. Breathing in a deep breath of gratitude deeply into the heart space. And exhaling gratitude for all that surrounds us. Hands back to heart center. feet facing the head of the mat, rooting down into Dandasana, the mountain pose, rooting in, coming in for a beautiful Sun Salutation. The Sun Salutation is just a way to awaken to the morning and awaken to the day. Hands at the heart center, palms kissing palms, rooting in at the soles of the feet, tuning into the ankles, tuning into the knees, the hips, the spine, the shoulders, feeling what it feels like to be consciously present in this body. Diving the hands, shooting them straight up to the sun. Exhaling the arms straight down into a T. Inhaling, bending, hinging forward for Uttasana, a forward fold, allowing those arms to come down. Hi, Jackie. Sure, in one moment. Allowing the arms. In one moment. Okay, Jack's going to show me in a moment what he. Hinging forward at the hips, allowing your body to be weightless here in Uttasana. Just doing a little more of a warm-up Sun Salutation, allowing the head to drop, arms to dangle, puppy to fetch. Allowing the arms to dangle down. Maybe grabbing opposite elbow and allowing your body to sway side to side. Really allowing yourself to be weightless here in this forward fold as we're warming up our body. Being grateful. Grateful for our arms, grateful for our heart. Exhaling, hands down into the earth, stepping the right foot back or left foot back, whichever one works better for you, rooting in through the palms of the hand, allowing the opposite foot to step back into a plank, tuning in to what feels good in the body, allowing the bicep, the bigger part of the arms, to rotate a little bit outwards, rooting in down into the earth, feeling the upper back lift up, pushing that butt, the sit bones all the way back down to the knees, releasing the tops of the feet down into the earth for Bhaktasana, the devotional pose. Allowing your body to take a moment as you come forward or diving up at the hips, allowing that nose to come down, bringing the hands down onto the earth, pushing down for Chaturanga, pushing back up through that butt, coming up like a little inchworm, and coming up for a little mini baby cobra, for a little Bhujangasana. Taking a moment here to breathe, maybe looking a little left, a little right, maybe raising the left foot as you look to the left, raising the right foot as you look to the right. Beautiful work. Maybe inhaling up a little bit, curling up the toes in the back, exhaling down, pressing the hands into the earth with a starfish hand. If you have a wider shoulder blade, shoulders like me, an amazing tip is in allowing the pinky to rest and allowing the pinky to go off of the edge of the mat. But if you have a more narrow, a smaller body frame, you can keep in on the mat. Hands about one handprint above the shoulder blades, or above the shoulders. Pressing back for Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Allowing yourself to walk out your dog, keeping a soft bend in the elbows. When you open up those shoulder blades, you can feel what it feels like here to make this inverted V. You're actually creating a triangle. Walking out your dog a little bit, maybe wagging your tail, finding a little free movement here. Back and forth. In the middle of this, I feel compelled to come down onto the knees and switch up the Sun Salutation for a little cow cat. Starfishing the hands into the earth, creating a soft bend in the elbows. The tops of the feet up for a beautiful cat. Raising up at the shoulders, allowing the tail to fall down, making a big arch. You know you've seen those black cats on Halloween. Black cats with a big back. Exhaling, allowing a journey of the spine. Slowly releasing each vertebrae by each vertebrae, the tail first journeying up at the ceiling with the chin feeling that nice, beautiful compression of the spinal column. Inhaling, rolling the tail, allowing it to journey and crunching in. Exhaling, finding two of your own pace, cow and cats, breathing in gratitude for this beautiful, healthy spine of yours. And whether or not you have a perception that you have a healthy spine or a healthy back, Being grateful for the spine that you have. Being grateful for the hips that are moving. Taking a moment to find a free movement here. Moving of the hips. Finding just a movement that feels good. Maybe it feels good to you to move one leg out to the side. Maybe it feels good to stay static in place. Or maybe you want to rock out your hips. Maybe you want to come down on your elbows. Allow your body to feel and be grateful for this mat. And whether or not you have a mat, be grateful for the ground and the earth. Grateful for this beautiful earth that is right here. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. And allowing us to walk out our dog, coming down, bending for plank. So plank is not as high up as down facing dog. Keeping the shoulder blades out, pushing up like you do in that cat, like that black cat, and allowing the booty to fall. So you don't want to be so far up here and tuning in. So tuning into this middle part of your body, and if it sags, a lot of us have a tendency to sag and droop our lower back because we don't have enough core strength. So using as much core strength as you can by being aware of tucking that navel, that belly button up, in, and maybe a slight tuck in the pelvis. Feeling that strength of the body. Inhaling the right leg up and bringing it in and forward. And if your leg didn't move up as forward as you wanted, you can guide it with your right arm and bringing it up. And then exhaling the opposite leg forward for a forward fold Uttasana. Allowing your body to hinge here. Exhaling arms to a T, shooting straight up, diving up to the sky, hands back to Anjali Mudra. Diving up and warming up the process. Diving the arms straight up to the ceiling. Exhaling arms straight down to a T. Hinging at the hips, not at the spine. Hinging the hips forward, coming down for a forward fold. Allowing the hands to press into the mat. Left foot back, right foot back. Coming straight down into a plank. Feeling the strength of this. Rocking a little bit here. Maybe taking the left leg and bringing it out and tucking and curling the left knee to the left elbow. And pushing back, using that strength, allowing that leg to come back to center. Inhaling. Let's do 2 more of those. To the knee, to the elbow. Beautiful work. Bringing that strength and feeling the gratitude for how strong you are. Exhaling. Straight back. Inhaling the right foot up, the right knee up to the right elbow. Exhaling straight back into plank, feeling that strength. Inhaling straight up to the elbow. Exhaling, breathing here. Inhaling up to the elbow. Exhaling back. Allowing your knees to drop down, knees to drop open. Coming back for Bhaktasana, the devotional pose. Taking a moment here to feel that strength. Powering up, allowing the hands to starfish straight forward. Shooting up the hips first and diving down at the nose. Keeping the elbows in, not winged out. Nose, heart, belly. Coming straight up from Chaturanga into a little baby cobra, Bhujangasana here. Taking a moment in this cobra and exhaling up to Adho Mukha Savasana. Downward facing dog, rotating, walking out a little bit, taking a moment to feel here. Exhaling, the left leg up, inhaling to runner's lunge, inhaling, back together at the mat. Taking a moment, elbows kissing elbows, rocking back and forth, arms straight out, to a T, hands coming back together. Beautifully grateful for this body, grateful for the environment, grateful for the ability that we are here to practice yoga together. And we're practicing with thousands of people all over the world. There's probably millions of people right now practicing yoga, being so grateful that there's other people here experiencing what we're experiencing. As we open up, both feet facing the long edge of the mat, we're going to come in for some staff of Brahman. Tuning into the soles of the feet, giving yourself about 3 to 4 feet, maybe like a whole leg's distance apart. Tuning into the feet, whether you're turning in, pigeon toeing, or duck toeing. Feeling what it feels like right here. Maybe actually taking a little freeing goddess pose. Both of the feet facing the corners of the mat. Tuning into the ankle and the knee, keeping the knees open, tucking the And this is Jackie, and if you didn't watch the healing trauma, this was Jackie, and he has almost 1 week out after he broke his thumb and severed his finger, and he's healing amazing. Listen, I love you, but not right now. Yes, the feet facing the corners of the mat, allowing the knees, feel what it feels like if the knees are rolling in and up and coming out, and imagine there's a wall on your back, coming down for a goddess squat. Squatting down to your flower feels good. Taking a moment here to breathe and get the strength and the gratitude of your feet and hands. Aligning, tuning into what feels good, rolling the shoulders back, allowing the arms to come up to the side, maybe bouncing a little bit here, swaying side to side, maybe it feels like a goddess. Jess, this is soft. In the Hawaiian, like in Hawaii, they do this dance where they use their heels. So feeling like the heel, like the goddess move and moving your arms and pumping just the heel. The left, the right, just the heel. The heel. Now pump the heel and move the toe. On the left, pump the heel, move the toe. Pump that heel, move the toe. Woo, it's like making our own song. Pump the right heel, move the toe. Pump the left heel, or right heel, move the toe. Now see what it feels like to just move that. Maybe jumping back and forth. Keep being grateful for this body and this beautiful tune that we can make. Maybe moving the arms, waking up, grateful for the sun, grateful for the day, grateful for this body. Allowing your body to rise up, shaking out the legs. That felt amazing. Good job. Beautiful work, Jack's playing. Going back in for the staff of Brahman. Feet 3 to 4 feet apart. Keeping a soft bend at the knee. Bringing the hands to heart center to Anjali Mudra. Diving the hands straight forward. Opening up to a T. Diving forward at the hips. Allowing the arms to meet straight forward. Coming down to the earth. Collecting clean and positive energy. Bringing that energy up to a T and arms back up. Let's go a little bit quicker this time. Hands to heart center. Diving up to a T, hinging forward at the hips, coming down, collecting that positive energy, bringing it up to a T, and back up. Yes, we're done. Hands back to heart center, going a little bit quicker, feeling the warmth of our body. So, diving up, T, hinging at the heart forward, opening up to gratitude, coming down, bringing some clean, positive energy up to a T, back of the heart up, and allowing that to rain down on us. One more time, quicker this time. You're finding a little hop here. Hopping up, feeling a little hop, little wide-legged hoppity hop. Allowing your arms to come to hands to Anjali Mudra. Diving straight up into the sun. Thank you, sun, for today. Arms straight out to a T. Hinging forward at the hips and the heart. Coming down for clean energy. Coming back up, arms out. Straight ahead to the side. Hinging up, one more. Hands to heart center. Diving straight up, hands out to the side. Hinging forward, arms straight above, coming down. Collecting clean and positive energy. Arms up, together, rain in front. Rise up, raining down, raining up. Hands back to heart center. Feeling what it feels like to be here in this moment. Allowing the feet still that little hip distance apart, or leg distance apart, for a nice forward fold for Sarita Padottanasana. Feeling what it feels like at the knees, hinging at the hips, not at the spine, hinging forward and coming down. If you have a block or a book, this would be great. You can hinge forward at the hips. If you have a straight knee, straight leg, keep a nice straight spine, but if you have a bent curl knee, you can curl your spine. Coming down for this forward straddle, forward fold, planting the right hand in the center, right over our heart. Inhaling the left arm straight up, vertically stacking shoulders over shoulders. Opening up, feeling this beautifulness of this forward fold. Taking a breath to breathe in the gratitude of all of these fingers. So grateful whether you have all of your fingers or not. Being grateful for the awesome fingers that you have. Inhaling, bringing that left hand down and planting it into the earth. Exhaling, the right hand straight up, vertically, making a vertical line with the arms.
It would be hand on the earth, heart and other hand over the heart, raised above. Keeping a soft bend in those knees. Exhaling, releasing, switching back, raising the left arm overhead. Feeling a nice little dynamic movement here, switching out the hand. Exhaling, twisting at the spine. Feeling grateful for all of these fingers on the opposite side. Exhaling, coming down, skiing out the legs. Maybe opening up that stance a little bit wider. Skiing, finding a nice little lateral stretch here. Skiing side to side. Being grateful for our ability to practice this amazing yoga. The ability for us to have great gratitude. Framing the right foot with each hand, walking to the center and framing. Maybe picking up the pace a little bit, framing the right foot. Feeling what it feels like to be rooted and grounded into the soles of the feet. Coming back, rooting down. Exhaling, feeling the nice transition here, this forward fold, maybe going a little bit deeper. Allowing ourselves a moment for gratitude. Exhaling, rolling the shoulders up, coming up onto that block, keeping that forward fold, bringing those feet in a little bit closer, and coming down in for a beautiful squat, a little deep, wide-legged squat. I know some people can bring their legs super close. For me, I need more of a wide leg. If this seems a little bit challenging for you, you can come back onto the tips of your hands or onto the back of your hand, and you can even use your block if you need to sit and take a little rest in between here, and just powering up here and feeling what it feels like. Maybe pressing open the knees a little bit, breathing into the heart space, and exhaling, finding a Puraka pranayama, which is a deep inhale, a long inhale into the heart, and then a soft, gentle exhale, cooling and calming the mind over in this more of this like really tight body position, breathing in deeply into the heart space, and a soft exhale. Closing your eyes or finding a drishti, maybe sitting back down to the mat, taking a long, deep inhale. Oops, and a long and a gentle exhale. And if you have a 3-year-old and a puppy on you, then it might be a little bit more challenging. Inhaling, gently exhaling. Okay, Jack, get off mommy. I'm finishing my yoga block. I love you. Yes, gently exhaling, allowing your body to walk up, getting up, however feels good. Maybe that little soft skiing out of the knee, hinging up at the back of the heart, shaking it out, shaking out the legs, shaking out the body, feeling what it feels like here. Taking a moment to root into your mat, into Tadasana. Allowing the hands to rest at the side, or press palms, kissing palms at the heart center. Feeling truly grateful, even if you have crazy people around you. Being grateful for these moments, calm stillness, or moments of chaos. Knowing that in the world, even in chaotic moments, you are so strong and you can be focused, even through the chaos, because in life and family life, in work life, in driving, in life in general, there's always going to be crazy, stormy, haily, snowy days, and we need to learn how to be grateful amongst all of it and find a little bit of stillness within inside of us. Being grateful for this body as we're still here in this wide-legged stance. Finding a little bit of Chandra Namaskar, the Moon Salutation. The Moon Salutation I like to do with the Sun Salutation to give gratitude for all the light that surrounds us. So light from the sun, light from the moon and the stars. If you have a block, now would be a great time to grab that. We're going to, the Moon Salutation, Chandra Namaskar, starts with it starts with Trikonasana and then Ardha Chandrasana, which is the triangle pose and half moon. So if your body's feeling a little burny or tired, a block would be your friend. And you don't have to have the block. Block's great. Block's wonderful, or you don't need the block. So I like to have the block just in case. It's just good to have. Inhaling, both of the feet facing the long edge of the mat, and locating the left foot facing the short edge, and then the right foot facing the long edge. Keeping a soft bend in the knees. And heel to arch alignment, tuning into the heel and the arch of this foot and heel arch of this foot. keeping them at a nice, steady corner, like you're standing in the corner of the room, and your job is to keep your feet sprayed out this direction. Allowing your body to open up, keeping a soft bend in the knees, but still keeping the triangle. This shape is just very triangular. 3 points, mind, body, soul, into perfectness. Exhaling the arms to a T, feeling what it feels like if you're a little bit up or down, tuning into your hips, keeping this outer hip rotated out because naturally it's going to want to curve in, opening up at the hips, feeling what it feels like to hinge at the hips. So this is hinging at the chest. See the difference between hinging at the hips? So chest versus hips. Move those hips, allowing yourself to come straight down, moving the arm, the left arm down. It can be at the top of the thigh, bypassing the knee, or down to the calf. Exhaling the opposite arm straight above. Inhaling, softly bending at the knee. This is where you can kind of push this hind leg back a little bit. You can take your block, which my stinky puppy keeps chewing on, and you can drop down the hand to the block. Exhaling, opening up here for a little side angle. Inhaling the arm the opposite direction. Taking a moment here to think of where you're going to go for your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. No, thank you, Joy. Moving the block a little bit to the right side of your left foot. And feeling what you would feel like to take a moment to power up. Like taking a moment to, okay, so I'm going to stay here, feel what it feels like to get to this point and open up. So get there, half moon, powering up through the feet, tuning into the ankle, the knee, allowing that back foot to rise up and slowly opening up the hips. Slowly opening up, finding a drishti, a visual point. Opening up, feeling that strength as you're rooted and grounded into the earth. And if you fall, it's okay to be a little bit wobbly. We've done a lot of leg burning work here, and you're doing such an amazing job. Shoulders stacking over shoulders, opening up at the shoulder, opening up the hip, feeling that strength. Pushing through and surrendering to gratitude. Slowly inhaling down, rolling down into the mat. Joy, no thank you. Coming down into a runner's lunge. Exhaling the right leg back and allowing the right knee to sit back into the earth, planting the top of the foot down. And inhaling the arms to a T. Inhaling straight above for a crescent lunge. Taking a moment, bringing the hands to heart center for Anjali Mudra here. Taking a moment to open up the right arm, opening it all the way up to the side, opening up the opposite arm, twisting at the side. Inhaling, opening up at the side of the long leg of your body. Feeling the openness as you inhale. Gratitude, exhale, gratitude. Inhale, hands back to heart center for Anjali Mudra. Sit bones coming all the way back. Joy, Roni, no mercy. Exhaling back on the sit bones. And if you can only stay up on your knee, exhaling back onto the leg. You can keep the top of your foot down or keep the top of your foot up. No mas, Joy. I'm putting my block up because my puppy's being a naughty little puppy around me. Exhaling, coming back as far that feels okay. You can sit back on this foot, or if that feels too deep, you can just stay up here and exhale the left leg forward and stretch as deep as you can. If you have a straight knee, keep a straight spine. If you have a bent knee, you can keep a rounded spine. Going as deep or as far that feels good to you. Be gentle, Jackie. Taking a moment here for gratitude for this beautiful stretch. Inhaling, coming back up, posting up. Exhaling the top of the foot, pointing into the earth, powering up through the thighs, allowing the core to be strengthened and strong. Exhaling into that runner's lunge. On the next inhale, rotating the hind foot facing the long edge of the mat. Powering up here, coming up onto the knee, finding strength here in this side angle. And if you need to, you can keep the power on your knee, tuning in to your ankle and your knee over your knee, and allowing this hip to open up here. You can stay here if you want something a little bit deeper. Exhaling the arms straight overhead. Inhaling arms to a T, warrior, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, straight up, feet facing forward. Taking a moment here. So let's do this. We got one more and we're done. Chuck just fell. Exhaling. The right foot facing the short edge of your mat. And the hind foot facing the long edge of the mat. Keeping a soft bend in the knees. Maybe bringing this foot a little bit forward for Trikonasana. Exhaling the arms to the side, raising up, allowing that hip to open up. Remember, hinging at the hips, not the shoulders. Hinge at the hips and hinge down. Rotating the arms, hand over heart, heart over hand. Opening up to this Trikonasana, the triangle. Keeping open here, exhaling. Beautiful work. Inhaling, bending at the front facing knee. Down, resting for a moment, that elbow on the knee, but not all of your weight. Keeping core power, core engagement. Opening the arm up for a nice side angle here. Taking a moment to tune into what you need to do to get into your half moon, to your Ardha Chandrasana. So taking a moment, maybe if you have that block, using that block. I'm going to go blockless since I had a puppy chewing up my block. And feeling what it feels like here to maybe resituate and come into this balancing pose. Balancing on one foot, tuning down into that block or into the earth, opening up at the hips, opening up the arm, feeling this beautiful half moon. Feeling the strength of your body, being grateful here, grateful for your son, even if he's interrupting. Grateful for whatever it is. Powering up through that, like mine was bent a little bit, so I'm opening up, finding that drishti, that visual spot. And if your balance is off, it's okay. Just get back into the pose as good as you can. Be grateful for whatever it is that your body is giving you today. Yoga is a practice. Inhaling, feet together. Inhaling, feet together. Powering the left foot back into a little runner's lunge. Exhaling the knee down to the earth, allowing the top of the foot to fall down. Tuning into the four corners of the front foot. Exhaling up, powering up, arms out at the side of the teeth. Tuning into this back foot, allowing the foot and the ankle and the knee and the hip to be all tracked together. Positioning your hips to the long edge of the mat. Tuning your arms up for a beautiful crescent lunge. And if you want to go a little bit deeper for a little back bend, you can bring it back a little bit deeper, or you can keep it nice and vertical. Bending back here, taking a moment to inhale gratitude for your strong body. Exhaling, allowing your sit bones to hinge back down, and you can either stay here and keep a soft bend in the knee. Remember, if there's a soft bend, if there's more of a bend in the knee, you can curl up the spine, or a straighter knee, you need to straighten the flatter back. Coming back down as good as feels. You can stay up or you can come all the way down. Stretching forward, reaching for the toes, reaching for the shin, whatever feels good. Feeling this beautiful stretch of this pose. Taking a moment here to be grateful for these amazing feet and these legs and this body and this space and this practice. So grateful. Inhaling up, hands framing the outsides of the mat. Inhaling, raising up that hind foot, rotating the long foot facing the long edge of the mat. Coming in, allowing the elbow to rest, but using that core power to bring yourself up. So don't rely on your weights pressing into your body. Powering up, moving that shoulder up, opening up here for a nice lateral side stretch. Exhaling the arms out to the side, making a nice diagonal line from your foot to your fingers. Feeling that energy, you're creating that grateful energy. Exhaling, arms straight up, raising up for, take a nice deep inhale and exhale for Virabhadrasana 2. Tuning into that knee over that toe. If you peek and just see that little tip of that big toe, then you're in the sweet spot. But if you're too far forward, you're throwing off your alignment. Too far back, you're throwing off your alignment. Opening up here. Feeling what it feels like. Arms out, facing each other. Allowing your body to bring back in heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Coming back, a little bit of a stillness here. Feeling the warmth of your body, all that beautiful energy that you've just created. Feeling that beautiful energy that you created. Allowing yourself time to just settle. Allowing your body to shake out a little bit. I'm just going to do this is a little Qigong inspired practice. Just shaking. These are just little gentle shakes. Maybe releasing any ungrateful energy that you had. Allowing yourself to wipe down any gross energy. Wipe down your legs. Get rid of anything that is unlike gratitude. Get rid of it. It doesn't serve us anymore. Get rid of negativity. And bring in, hinge forward at the hips, bend forward, and collect new, clean, positive, grateful energy. And bring that energy up and allow it to sprinkle and rain down. And feel the blessings of gratitude. So amazing to be grateful. Allowing it to rain down. Putting your hands back at your heart center. Taking a moment here of stillness. Coming down to your mat, so maybe crouching down into a little bit of a ball. And I have a little bit of a puppy and a little bit of a ball. And allowing yourself to maybe come back down on your sit bones. Crisscrossing, applesaucing the legs. Moving your tiny puppy out of the leg. Rotating to the long edge of your mat. Planting the feet into the earth. And slowly rolling your spine down onto your mat like a string of Maldives. And finding your final pose of relaxation of Savasana. Never skip the Savasana. It's the most important part of yoga. As you lay in your Savasana, do a full body scan, allowing the feet to relax, allowing the calves to relax, allowing the knees to relax, finding stillness, maybe allowing the legs to turn out. There's no wrong way to do this pose. Just feel comfortable and relaxed and allow yourself to let go and surrender. Just as when we sleep at night, we need this pose to help restore our body and calm our mind. Allowing the thighs to deepen into the mat. Allowing the booty, all the glutes to melt deeper. Allowing your sacral, your lower spine to melt down, melting the belly button down into the spine, each spinal vertebrae, releasing down deeper, allowing the shoulder blades to deepen into the mat, deeply releasing the elbows, the biceps, the triceps, along the short bones, allowing the backs of your hands or the palms of your hand, however they are facing. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Allowing each little finger to relax into the mat. Scanning back up to the neck, allowing the neck to deepen into the mat. Allowing the chin to soften, softening the tongue, releasing the skull, releasing the nose, releasing the eyeballs and the forehead, releasing the top of the head into the earth. Allowing yourself to settle here. Finding a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for your body. Gratitude for this day. Gratitude for all which exists. Being grateful is a way to open us up to feelings of joy. And when we can tune into feelings of joy, is when we can truly manifest the lives of our dreams. Allowing yourselves to breathe in a deep breath into our heart center of gratitude. Allowing your jaw to open and melt down and taking the next few minutes to fully surrender to the feelings of gratitude, coming back to that intention of this practice. I love you so much, dear friends, and stay here as long as you need. Namaste.